Hey, what's going on, guys? This video, I'm just trying to talk about eliminating anxiety as a man. Trying to get rid of that feeling when you walk in like a club or a restaurant or someplace like that. You know, that feeling that everybody's watching you, they see every move you make, and they're judging every single thing you do. Talking about the things that I've done in my life to get rid of kind of those anxious thoughts and caring what other people think about you and that sort of shit. So, I got 5 things that I think really helped me, and some of them are like mindset changes, mindset shifts, and then others are actual things that you can do, um, like physically, to make your life a little bit better. But first on the list, start lifting weights. So, I was 13 when I first started lifting, just a little bitch, didn't know what was going on, not confident in myself at all. It took me probably from, I'd say, starting at age 13, maybe I knew what I was doing by 17 or 18, but still got a lot to learn. But just that initial getting into it at age 13, that helped me to build my body and then subsequently build confidence. Just start to get to a point where you start building that muscle, getting big enough that people aren't going to necessarily mess with you as much as they did before. You start to build confidence off of that. You start to, walk a little taller, um, knowing that you've got the capability to put on some muscle, train and feel good about yourself. And that was one of the biggest things that helped me. Um, and it's something I do to this day. Starting from scratch, starting from nothing, being a little guy, and then coming up, building those weights, continuing to look better, feel better, and the whole bit. Second thing is train in some kind of combat sport. So I started doing like mixed martial arts and boxing right around 2016, and then I still do that to this day. You don't have to be like a actual fighter or anything like that if you don't want to, or even participate in like a bunch of sparring or anything like that. It's fun, but just being able to protect yourself, being able to actually throw, a decent combination, a jab, cross, hook, able to have confidence in yourself to be able to throw those punch combinations and then be able to dodge, um, and slip some punches as well and block them. Um, if you're able to do this, that's going to give you confidence as well that, you know, if I get into an altercation with this dude, I can protect myself. You know, alpha males over here, we're not out here, being all emotional and trying to fight everybody and that sort of thing. But the whole deal is, if someone comes at you and you need to defend yourself, you've got the confidence to do so by training in some sort of martial arts or combat sport. Uh, Point number 3. So educate yourself in multiple aspects. So what I mean by this is read books. Like be well rounded as a man, able to talk about multiple subjects. You can get into a conversation with this scientist over here, and maybe you can hold your ground talking a few points like, hey, I took anatomy and physiology in college, and then this is what we talked about. And at the same time, you're talking to this history buff over here, and you can start shelling out facts about the Civil War, World War One, and stuff like that. Um, Not only is this gonna help you with your social skills, but I found even in dealing with females and just women in general, being very well rounded means that it helps to keep the conversation going, without a hitch. You get a girl that does, let's say she's an accountant over here, and then you get another person, um, they're like a teacher or something like that. If you're well rounded as a man and you understand these different subjects, you read on the regular basis, a lot of times you can find some common footing with these women to be able to continue the conversation on. And that big brain energy. You know, a lot of people don't think that the girls like that, but I've had girls tell me, like, say that to my face, like that they love that nerdy shit a little bit. You know, just being able to actually be educated with it. Um, Point number four. So having an abundance mindset. Like, I'm still working on this to this day. You're never gonna be perfect, but just the mindset that, you know, if I give the example of talking about women, if this girl over here is playing games with me and she's acting all flaky and doing this, and that, just the mindset that, okay, I'm not gonna be a little bitch and start, crying and simping for her and all this shit. You know, I'm gonna come over here and I'm just gonna, okay, you wanna do that? I'm gonna hit up these other chicks over here. I'm gonna go, you know, actually put myself out there and realize that I can reel in some of these other baddies, and she can go do her own thing. If she wants to come back and get on my team, then all right, cool. But just the mindset that I don't have to be confined and, simping for this one girl who may not even like me that much. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to look for girls that like me, and I'm going to have the mindset that I can pull any one of these baddies if I have the confidence, the charisma, I get my swag up there, I get my physicality, all of that. Um, and then I'm golden. Okay. Last point, fifth one. Don't tolerate disrespect to yourself, guys. Obviously, like, when I say this, you have to pick your battles. You don't, there might be certain people that that maybe they're just having a bad day, and you're not gonna come back at them and say, hey man, you can't talk to me like that. Maybe you understand that normally they're pretty cool, but they're just really stressed out this day. You pick your battles and whatnot. But if you have people that are full on just totally disrespecting you and not, you know, talking to you the way they should whatsoever, you know, they're coming at you and they either say some shit or they treat you some sort of way that is not right. You gotta stand up for yourself. And this took me a long time to figure it out. I was a little bitch back in the day when it came to that. Like, I didn't understand. I don't think I was taught that. Like, it just wasn't something that was, I guess, encouraged as much. Like, so it took me a while for me to, like, hey, you're not going to do me like that. And when you start to really build your confidence up, you work on all these things I'm telling you to do, and you start to really believe you're the man and you've got the confidence and you walk around holding your chest high, you're going to start to realize that, like, hey, like, I'm not going to take your disrespect. Like, I know who I am. I know I'm freaking fresh out here doing my thing. And you're going to have that pride in yourself. Now, I'm not saying you want to be, super cocky out here, and that sort of thing. But don't be tolerating disrespect from people, guys, from anybody. And that goes for females, males, whatever, is saying shit to you. All right? So that's the video for today, guys. 5 points for eliminating anxiety as a man. Hopefully sharing a few of my experiences, guys. Oh, my car lights are going out here. Sharing a few of my experiences, help you guys relate a little bit, and take your lives to the next level. All right, Loose Winds, we out.